This video is brought to you by Big Owl Lubricants.
Big Owl Lubricants. Go big. Go Big Owl. Hey folks, Bob here. It's work on Furious day. So here's what we've got. This is the block that I had the machine shop bore out for me. And they cleaned it, but they weren't able to boil it. They bored it, the cylinders, but boiling the inside, the water jacket, they weren't. I think all they did was take a power washer and just kind of knock it in there good. But so what I'm gonna do today, I'm not real happy with this. Still got a lot of scale on it. So I'm gonna take these brushes here, and I got a variety of household cleaners. And I got wheel cleaner, bathroom cleaner, simple, mean green, tough task. I'm gonna try all this stuff and see if we can't get this water jacket cleaned out a little bit better. Then we'll flush it, and best we can. And we'll try to get it where it won't run back into the cylinder. So we'll see how that goes. And we get this thing good and clean. And then I'm going to get it prepped for paint. So I'll be back with you in a little bit, folks. Let me get started on this, and I'll give you a part 2 here in just a second. All right, folks, she is a mess. Look at it in there. The other side was even worse. So yeah, it's we got it good and softened up. So these brushes are, this one here is not. Let me see if I can get one a little bit stiffer. Trying to find these passageways. There we go. You see she's coming out pretty cruddy. So we're gonna keep working this out. I'll go get the garden hose and blow down through it with some pressurized water and get her cleaned out as good as we can. And so we button it all up. Have a nice cool water jacket, keep her cool on these hot summer days. I'll probably spend the better part of the day working on this. Then I'll soak the bores down with some transmission fluid, something, getting them good and clean, and blow it off with compressed air, and then we'll start cleaning the outside of the block. So let me go. I'll get back with you on this a little bit later. All right, folks, she is some yucky stuff coming out there. Check this out. I got one of these little garden sprayers here. Look at this stuff coming out. And that's from just one pump. Decided not to bring the garden hose over here because I figured it would just make too much of a mess. I'll reuse this, a little bit more able to control. Let me do this for a while until I'm satisfied. I'm gonna pause right here. We'll be back in a bit with some more. Okay, folks, look at the crud that came out of this engine. I hit it with some compressed air also. Blew compressed air through there. Look at that. All that's loose. So I'm going to wash it down one more time with pressurized water. It's definitely getting better, but it's still a lot of crud in it. That side over there is worse. That side over there is worse than this side. I got to remember where I'm focusing the camera. I have a tendency to not do that, so I apologize for that, guys. I'm getting better at this. I'm just a curmudgeon. I don't know what a curmudgeon is, but I've been told I was one. So must be something good looking, on I can figure. All right, let me get back at it, folks. Okay, guys, so I think I got it all cleaned out. Look at the mess that came out of that engine. I think I flushed it 4 or 5 times with water and cleaner. And the last time it was all, I had one little speck of dirt that came out. It was all clear water, so I'm satisfied with that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get the tap and die out, and I'm gonna just tap through all these bolt holes, make sure there's nothing in the machining process, any trash to fill in there. And then I'll also do the oil galleys, make sure they're good and clean. And the front here on the timing cover, and then flip it over and do the top on the where the head's bolt on. So that's what we'll do next. All right, folks, I pulled it out, and this is out of the top or the bottom hole, I guess. And look how dirty that thing is. That is a mess. So we'll clean every one of these holes on the front of this timing cover, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the bolts out, start soaking them in something that'll get them good and clean too. So we'll have us a good clean motor, and we're gonna just go through this entire block and get all these bolt holes good and clean and all the oil galleys good and clean. Well, that's why right there. That would have caused the bolt to not want to tighten up like it should. I wish it would focus. Come on, wait, focus. There we go. All right, let me get back on that, folks. All right, guys. Well, I got all the bolts cleaned out good. Even got these two here cleaned out. I'm gonna do the oil pump and the fuel pump next. But I noticed this galley plug here. Look at that. If that'll focus. Somebody's already attempted to mess with that, and it wasn't me. And here's another one here. It looks like it too has been tampered with. And maybe not, but I thought I was the first person. This motor only supposed to have 70,000 miles. I thought I was the first person inside of it, so apparently not. Interesting. I haven't even walked over to the toolbox yet to get the hex, so I guarantee it wasn't me. Unless somebody at the machine shop messed with it, I can't imagine why. But anyway, let me see if I can I'm just gonna snug it, make sure it's tight, that's all. Okay, I got all the bolt holes tapped out. The oil pan rail, the timing cover, the fuel pump, the oil pump, these little bosses right here. And I haven't done the main saddles yet. I'm gonna hold off on them. Don't want to mess that up. Gotta be careful. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna flip the motor over and do the cylinder heads bolts, top of the block. But I noticed, you can see right there, there's some black RTV. This is where the oil pump pickup tube goes. And there's black RTV all in here. So this motor somebody's been in this motor before me. And that was chewed up right there. So I'm not sure why, because it only had 70,000 miles on it. And the shop did tell me the crank had already been turned 10, so they turned it 10 more. So it's 20 undersized crank, which I ain't crazy about, but it'll be less friction, I guess. But anyway, the block was bored 30 over. That wasn't a problem. So I'm not sure what I guess they just went into it must have had a bearing failure. But let me turn this thing over and tap out these head bolts. If I got the right size tap. I think I had the right size tap. Okay, folks, well, I am done for the day. I got all the bolt holes chased out and everything's good except for these 3 head bolts. This one here especially, I can only get the tap to go about halfway down. These 2 here about 2/3 of the way down. And I don't want to break the tap off in the head. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to grab the head bolts themselves and run all the head bolts down through all the bolt holes and just see what's going on with it. Maybe the tap and the threads ain't jiving. On the China wall here, I broke the tap fit on a rear end, and I forgot to buy another one. So I was able to chase those. But those chances are they're okay. That's real big, bulky stuff. I don't think there'll be an issue there. But so I think I got customer work lined up for tomorrow. I'll find out tomorrow morning. If so, I probably won't have time to mess with this tomorrow, but maybe Friday I can get back out here. And we'll finish with the head bolts, see if we can get that straightened out. If we can get that straightened out, maybe chase the China bolt holes. And then I'll finish cleaning the outside of the block and see if we can't get a coat of paint on it by Friday afternoon. That's the plan. And then I'm going to probably slide the cam. I notice it's got some dust on the camshaft now. So I'll probably slide the camshaft back out and clean it and wipe the bearings down and wipe the cylinder walls down, get everything good and clean after I get a coat of paint on it. And can a coat of paint gets good and dry, and then we'll start putting it together. But for today, I think we're done with what I wanted to accomplish today. Look at the crud that came on. There's still a lot of crud in it, I've noticed, but it's a lot better than it was. So it needs to be boiled. But we're not going to do that, so we're going to run it like it is. It's a lot better. It's a little loose scale here and there. I wish it wasn't there, but it is. But unfortunately, I may have to run some antifreeze in it and help flush it out a little bit. But that's where we're at for right now, folks. In fact, I can show you. If you look right here, down that one water jacket, you can see, it's not bad, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being anal retentive. I guess that's too bad. All right, let me go. I'm getting hungry. Bob out.